Well, these are desperate times. This is a critical fight for survival. They simply must avoid defeat. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So we're very much on the way now. Desai playing game number 100 for his current employers.
Well, that milestone might be on the back of his mind, Peter, although I'm pretty sure he...
Can he finish? Superb goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
That was a given. It always was.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one to give away. Yes, the movement was very good, but the defence made it way too easy.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Just eases him off the ball. Looking for the run. Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho getting forward. Great ball. Mateus! And a neat finish. 2, and we've barely begun here. There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Number 19.
Schalke are doing very nicely, thank you.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Out towards the flank. Lahm plays it, and a header! Harmlessly behind. Not the most accurate pass. And this is from Mario. Oh, that's fabulous. And they're quick to get it back. 2 down already, a nightmare start. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Lahm, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And here's Suarez. Mateus. Oh, sweet feet. And he's in on goal. It's Ronaldinho! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. Can he get on the end of this? Robertson. Mbappe. Oh, lovely bit of skill.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And this is Drogba. Mbappe. Mateus looking for the chance to skim one in from range. Rafael Varane. Ronaldinho. Mateus, given the lift of his goal. Mateus, driving. Can he finish? Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
OK, credit him for his willingness to run at people, but you really shouldn't be afforded so much space down the middle of the pitch.
He leaps for it. Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are disappearing out of sight. A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. 30 minutes gone. Schalke couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Mateus. Ronaldinho, a player who needs no introduction. And this is Romario. It's Pirlo. Bellingham.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Lahm. Dembele. And it's Rijkaard.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Pass is just off target. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. And there's green grass ahead of him. Suarez receives it. Luis Suarez! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on. Oh, he's been caught napping. Goes long and straight. Pinches it off him. Distributed tidily. Some resolute defending there. Pirlo.
There will be 1 minute
And
at
here's
a time.
Romario. He might be in here. Closing in on goal. Pass somewhat off target. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Oh, that's close, and that will be the last of it. It's half-time. Well, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half.
We would like to inform you that
That
CCTV
just about
is
sorts
now
out
in
the
operation
first
for your
45 minutes,
safety.
and we'll be back with the second very soon. Down to business again. Liverpool not having the rub of the green at the moment. They are trailing. Tries to play it through.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Now it's Luis Suarez. And Romario! No, poor contact, nothing on the shot.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Luis Suarez. And smartly reclaimed. That has been slung wide. Robertson. Now it's Drogba. Threads one in. He's had a shot! Pirlo. That's good running with the ball. And it's Romario. Ronaldinho. He's got away. And this is from... And the shot! And that is a truly outstanding save.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised. You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left...
Gets his head on it! And it's in! Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and
After
read it
59
perfectly.
minutes is number 15, Ousmane Dembele.
Liverpool may be down, but not out just yet.
Ousmane Dembele.
Pirlo, the conductor, the central piece to his team's attack. It's a pretty loose pass. And here's Romario. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. He's chosen to go back. Brilliantly cut out. Yaya Toure. Now it's Ronaldinho. Now Mbappe. Nicely worked. Now that's well seen too. Mateus. Ronaldinho. And this is Romario. Aimed beyond the defence. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And this is Romario. Oh, that's a fine interception. Mbappe. Nicely aimed pass. Oh, can he get onto this? And he was quick to react. Mateus. Luis Suarez goes for a shot! It's in! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
Schalke visibly comfortable, now up by 3. And he welcomes it in. And that is expertly dealt with. Looking to play him in on the through ball. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And this is Drogba. Yaya Toure! It is a very, very good save.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Now it's Romario. Tries to pass it through. Oh, important interception. Oh, good-looking ball. That's going right the way across. And it's Ronaldinho. That's where it came from. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Ronaldinho. Played back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
Cannavaro deals with that comfortably. Big chance! And yes, it's there! This day becomes absolutely perfect. Utterly ideal. The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Schalke are having a ball here.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Time added on will be 2 minutes. Alexander-Arnold. That ball looks a good one. That is a brilliant interception. Liverpool with a corner and hardly any time left on the clock. Goes for the header! And the keeper couldn't hold it. It's their second corner of the game. Drogba! And with that, the end. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile. Well, these are desperate times. This is a critical fight for survival. They simply must avoid defeat. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So it's down to business here. Liverpool with just one principal objective. 90...
Oh, what a save from Van der Sar!
And he was there to get a vital touch.
There's a certain aura about him today. Tremendous.
Bragantino with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Can he finish? He doesn't look too happy with that.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Mbappe. Well, here's a man who stunned everyone in that famous summer of 2002. He had a hand in his country's most famous goal, their most famous win, and he helped to introduce the footballing planet to Senegal.
Yeah, he did indeed, Peter. El Hadj Diouf, the undoubted driving force behind that fast, powerful, direct style of football that once shocked the world.
Knocks it into space. Dembele. Azar.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And there's green grass ahead of him.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Applies the finish!
What a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be a pivotal moment.
Ball's gone out of play. Azar. And it's Azar. Goulet. So it is still 0-0. Dani Olmo going face-to-face with his great rival. Looking to play him in. Good ball, good take. Oh, and a chance! It's hit the crossbar. And he's done it! He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
So the first moment of real significance.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Well read, and the danger is averted. And Yaya Toure! That was superb goalkeeping.
Yaya Toure really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
He leaps for it. Oh, the ball's come loose here. Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end. Liverpool have their second corner now. Oh, great leap! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
Dembele clearly was a little selfish there.
That could spell trouble. And the shot! It's in! A most significant moment in this most significant of games. They will not go away without a fight. That is so good, such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
So they have it all to do again.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And it's Arda Güler. This is a promising build-up. Well read, nice interception. 30 minutes gone. Robertson going forward. Aims beyond the defence. Alexander-Arnold. Well, that looks a decent ball. Pinches it off him. That is ended up in no man's land. Now it's Drogba. Now it's Yaya Toure. Toure cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Diouf. And they're quick to get it back. That'll be a throw-in. Bellingham. Tries to play it through. And that is expertly dealt with. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Bragantino clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Alexander-Arnold. Now it's Drogba. Oh, now he can run away with it. And he's there to belt it away.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it.
Yaya Toure! Goal! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Liverpool have their lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter.
And the referee says that is that for the first half. Liverpool have done it in good style. Forced to come from behind, they find themselves in front at half-time, which is, for them, more or less ideal. And we are up to the break.
Well, I can tell you it's been an absolutely fantastic watch, Peter. I wish I could come here every week. It's been wonderfully open, wonderfully tense, and beautifully unpredictable now.
Liverpool are leading by 1 in a finely poised game. It's 2-1 at half-time.
Substituição em campo. Camisa 21. Vai ser substituído pelo jogador. Camisa 18.
To get things going again. Chooses to go cross-field.
Good ball, that too.
Yaya Toure. Robertson. He has found the way through. Delivers with... And a header! And there's a goal! And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. Simple, certain, effective. He just guided it in.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Liverpool now in a position far more desirable.
I wonder if the manager is tempted to go for another and really kill the game off completely. I, for one, think he should now.
Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. He's found the way through. Neymar. Oh, super find. Goes for a shot! And a neat finish. Just one in it now. The game takes on a whole new complexion. A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
Bragantino cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play, because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
Now he's off and running. Mbappe! So much time and space here. Out of play for a goal kick.
Público presente na
That's been
partida
cut out,
de
well
hoje.
played.
28.599
Bellingham, big chance!
espectadores.
Dani Olmo. Dani Olmo conjures time and space where few can. Diouf. And the finish! Oh, it's hit the post. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? That was mighty close. It's their second corner of the game. Goulart goes short.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
He's had a shot! Liverpool have their third corner. Drogba! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Can he get it through? Great ball if he can get there. So no... Surely he tries a shot! Goal! What remarkable powers of recovery!
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character. Wonderful.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
Well, what a game we have on our hands here.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Mbappe! Oh, such a clever touch. Played in. He's rising! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Well, that's a move which shouldn't be allowed to repeat. A dribble, cross and attempt. All too easy.
Who saw this coming? Liverpool are hurt by just about the final punch. Mane.
Look, they're prepared to be quite physical to contain any danger that might come their way.
Brilliantly cut out. And the shot! Oh, that pass isn't the best. It's anyone's ball now. It's a pretty loose pass. Now it's Yamal.
Bragantino really deserve full marks for effort, though. It's clear they want to win this.
Oh, good-looking ball. It's Dembele! Oh, the ball's run loose here. It's out for a goal kick. Tries to pass it through. Engages and forces him off the ball. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
No way through. Bellingham! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? All the big boys are set for this. It's like land of the giants in there.
Towering header! Neymar. Bragantino have the chance to go the other way.
Teremos 3 minutos de
And the number on the
acréscimo.
board is 3. And it's Bellingham. Great vision. Oh, that's a very... It's Drogba! Oh, he's done it! A game of margins! A game of thrills! This might just do it! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
And the shot! That's that, the end. Liverpool have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly to win. A great performance by any measure. So here we are, a new chapter begins, new heroes
Hello,
will arise,
everybody,
new
and
legends will
welcome
be
to
written.
today's match.
It is time to turn the page. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Well, we're on the way. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
I'd say Petr Cech. I'm trying to come up with a flaw in his game, and I can't. Dependable and strong in every aspect of a goalkeeper's job, and he breeds confidence for his defence.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Nicely weighted ball. He's had it taken off him. Has a look and plays it forward. It's a pretty loose pass. Yaya Toure. Bellingham. Here's a chance! And he was there to get a vital touch.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And we have our very first corner. Bullish header!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Now it's Mbappe. Vieira. But it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
Well, they've made all the inroads, and their confidence is taking on a growth spurt.
Can he get it through? Dembele! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. That was superb goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And he's taking no chances. He's having a pop! Denied by an instinctive save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Oh, well measured. And the shot! And it's a goal! And it's Garner who go in front.
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Cafu is looking to influence the game from out wide. Great ball, and it's Figo! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Figo really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Garner couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Tries to pass it through. Closing in on goal. Drogba has got himself a free kick. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card.
Well, talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he had much choice there.
And he's going direct. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
Liverpool really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Figo looking to be a menace in the final third. Robertson knocks it into space. Figo.
Ghana definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
Searching pass he's played there. Nicely intercepted. "15 minutes till half-time. Figo. Cannavaro kept his eye on it, and he's there. And it's Dembele. Looking to play him in. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Mbappe. And that was nowhere near his best. Ghana do have a chance to counter here. Looking for options for movement. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Ghana clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted. OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
And here's Drogba. Oh, that's well done, really robust.
Drogba really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Bellingham is wide and looking to get onto this. Vieira wins the duel this time. Looking for the run. And here's Mbappe.
There
And
will
it's
be 1
Robertson.
minute added time.
Yaya Toure. And we've reached half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Liverpool come in at half-time on the wrong end of a 1-0 scoreline.
Memorabilia from today's match.
Well, let's
are
not
now
beat about the
available.
bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. Down to business again.
Liverpool really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Played out wide. And he skips past his man. He's rising! And no mistake. They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
And that has left him in a heap. And here's Drogba. Think Bellingham! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Bellingham. Goes for goal! Hits wide, but not by very much.
He's not happy, and you'd expect that, but at least there's plenty of appreciation for what was a genuinely fine effort.
Not the most accurate pass. Pacho. Cafu. Looking to pass their way up the pitch.
Liverpool have clearly reached a level of comfort in this half. Why not use the impetus to plough on?
Alexander-Arnold with the delivery. Easy enough for the goalkeeper.
Liverpool clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
Cafu has it out wide and in space. Liverpool can breathe again, just.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Cannavaro promptly onto
The
that,
attendance
and
for
that
this
is
match
that.
was 81,007.
They're back in possession and ready to go again. Drogba. Pull it. That has not gone well. Vieira conjures time and space where few can. Now he's got space here. Desai cuts out the pass. Bellingham distributed tidily. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Now that looks a decent ball. Bellingham looking to receive it in space. Vieira. Can he get on the end of this? Desai gets over and intercepts. And he's only too happy to take that back. Dembele. Now it's Ibrahimovic.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Oh, that's fabulous. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Shot, surely! And it's in! And again they hit the front. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Ghana are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Ghana leading now. Well, that's well seen too. Mbappe under intense pressure.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long.
Impressive jump! Didn't quite get enough on that.
Well, this is simple. The supply is to be admired. The defending is to be admonished.
Desai. Just a quarter of an hour to play. That is ended up in no man's land.
Ghana surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
And the pass is intercepted. Robertson. Cleared away and claimed it back swiftly. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And here's Drogba.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Bellingham, and this is Drogba. And he's there to get it away. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Cafu, that's good vision. Rijkaard makes the interception.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
That is a brilliant interception.
Ghana really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
Nice physical challenge. They knocked and knocked, but there is time for no more. A game of margins, of thrills, the sort of game that is a great advertisement for our sport. Sad in a way that somebody had to lose.
Security staff for each block.
Well, how will
Please
we look? Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours,
Hello,
it might not
everybody,
feel
and
like that.
welcome to today's
The
match.
stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So off we go then. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air. And what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important areas. I'd expect this team to notch up a lot of clean sheets with him on board.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Well, talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he had much choice there, although he's paid for it.
What? He's had a crack! And we have our very first corner. And they've got rid. Nigeria have the chance to go the other way. And here's Drogba, driving on and making good progress.
Drogba clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Played out wide. Lovely feet. And it's made its way to him. Oh, shooting chance! Floated through. Bellingham. No goals as yet. Now it's Haaland. Oh, he's getting hounded, really hounded. Yaya Toure. Now it's Drogba. Well timed, excellent interception. Beckham. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Showing great feet there. He's found a way through. There's the shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Now it's Mbappe. And it's Robertson. In towards the back stick. And the keeper gets his hands on it. Probing pass. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Van Dijk. Long ball by the goalkeeper. Bastoni calmly anticipates. Messi gets into a good position. He's shifting through the gears here. That'll be a corner.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Dembele. Knocks it into space. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Yaya Toure. Yaya Toure! That was superb goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Well, he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head.
Yaya Toure really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Oh, that's fabulous. Always goal side. Yaya Toure. And a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. Van Dijk gets over and intercepts. Nicely spread. Now it's Messi. Space for him to turn and look. Mbappe, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. It's a searching pass. He's had it taken off him. Strokes it back.
He had nobody else to help out there.
Now it's Drogba. Haaland. Aims beyond the defence. He's picked his way through.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. He is just caressing the ball. And he's had it nicked away, pinged towards the front line. And that is the end of the first half. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps.
Their way home on public transportation
So neither
today.
side
Please
yet
watch the
off
screen
the
for
mark.
train departure
Well, this will
times
have
from
given
all
them a
local
chance
major
to look
stations.
for any potential holes and weaknesses in the opposition. Something that will bear fruit once the teams come out again, I'm sure, Peter.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. We're on the move again.
Liverpool are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Robertson. Oh, that's a key interception. Rijkaard. Now it's Haaland. Played out to the left flank. Alexander-Arnold gets across to intercept that. Rijkaard. He's in a great position here. Yaya Toure, the conductor, the central piece to his team's attack. Rijkaard. Crosses it in. Impressive jump. Yaya Toure. Over to the right flank. And Alexander-Arnold. Dembele. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Beckham. Still waiting for the game to take off here. 0-0. And here's Dembele. Beckham. Rijkaard. Engages and forces him off the ball. And it's Bellingham. In with the challenge. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Now it's Drogba. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Alexander-Arnold. Dembele making good progress on the right-hand side. That pass isn't the best. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. And he's managed to get free. Rijkaard. Bellingham. Dembele bops him off it and wins back the ball. Yaya Toure. It's a pretty loose pass. Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. And here's Haaland. That has been slung wide. Haaland, he is onto this. That has ended up in no man's land. Rijkaard. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. And it's Rijkaard. Konate cuts out the pass. Now it's Rijkaard. He's looking wide. Nicely weighted ball. Ronaldo finds himself offside.
Substitution for Nigeria. Number 20.
So we have movement on both benches.
Haaland. Number 18, Messi. Number 4, Rijkaard. Number 23, Beckham. Number 8,
Yaya Toure.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Robertson.
Coming on the field.
And here's Rashford.
Number 6, Didier Drogba.
Delivers with
Number
wit.
22,
Cleared
Griezmann.
away.
Number 11, Palmer. Number
Well, they put it back in a
17,
hurry.
De Bruyne. Number 13,
And the shot!
Vinicius Junior.
And he has kept it out somehow.
Gerrard actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Konate with the clearance. And it's Van Basten. And here's Rashford.
Liverpool clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
Listen, it may well finish this way because it's been so tight all the way through, but equally, we might still get a moment of magic, a mistake, or a referee.
He'll try from distance! Incredible! Just incredible! A breakthrough! So late in the day! It was the crispest of hits. He just crashed it in.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. He was absolutely spanked.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Nigeria now on the verge of victory, save for a few potentially hectic final moments.
Well, these last few moments are going to be pretty frantic, I would think, as the opposition try tooth and nail to get back into this. We're never done till it's completely done.
Very nicely shapes to shoot! Griezmann. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescence, but just one goal to show for all of that.
Please refrain from...
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. That gets things running. Well, now here is a young man who really does seem to have the whole world at his feet. Lamine Yamal, a player of barely matched potential and indeed of barely matched expectation.
And the inevitable comparisons that go along with that, Peter.
And are those comparisons justified?
Well, from what I've seen of him so far, very much so. There's pace and great technique, but the most outstanding quality about him is his maturity.
It's Drogba! Oh, split-second reaction.
Drogba actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And we have our very first corner. Paris Saint-Germain have the chance to go the other way. And it's made its way to him, and he's managed to get free. Oh, look at the space here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Oh, easy pickings there. Great vision.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Getting up there! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in.
Now it's Rafael Leao. Nicely weighted ball.
That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
And it's claimed by the keeper. And it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
Well, they've made all the inroads and their confidence is taking on a growth spurt.
Alexander-Arnold makes a move down the right. Now it's Bellingham. Bellingham! He's done very well to get to that.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
This is their second corner of the game. He's rising! Oh, that's a fair try, but just off target.
Yaya Toure certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Raul. Now it's Odegaard. He can run onto that. Now it's Rafael Leao. Great chance! And he should have made them pay.
Rafael Leao has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Liverpool are looking to go forward now. That has ended up in no man's land. So it is still 0-0. Shifted it to the flank. Serginho! Showing great feet there. Dembele. Bellingham. And there's his chance to lead the counter. And it's Robertson. And here's Mbappe. Odegaard. Counts. That's a cute ball. Oh, that's clever. And it's hoisted clear. And that's been won straight back. Throw in. Rafael Leao. Now Odegaard. Well, played right into his path. He has found a way through. Shot a goal! And that's a good-looking ball. Yaya Toure. Half an hour played now. Can he get on the end of this? He can run onto that. Yaya Toure. Now it's crossed into the middle. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Rafael Leao. Rafael Leao getting forward. He's found a way through. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Paris Saint-Germain have their second corner now. They've played it short. And he shoots! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Oh, it's Dembele. Threads one in. That's the throw. Oh, good steal. He just read it. And the finish! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
That's great reading of the game, and it led to a decent chance. Cracking aggression.
Oh, good. Tries a shot! Oh, he has absolutely drilled that. Rijkaard gathers from the goal kick. Still waiting for the first breakthrough, but not for the want of trying. Engages and forces him off the ball. Raul, who needs just a moment to score a goal. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Goes for a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And another try! It's off target and by quite a way.
Liverpool really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
This is a promising build-up. That looks a decent ball. Cross from Robertson.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And he's quick to return it. Played out wide. Robertson takes aim. Impressive jump. Now, who's going to be first to this? And the referee says that is that for the first half. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So we reached the halfway point.
Well, it was great to see them try to turn their possession and chances into a goal. They definitely wanted one before the break, and okay, well, it didn't happen. Things could start changing if they can continue in the same manner.
So it's simmered along nicely for 45 minutes, but still no goals. It is 0-0 at half-time.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 8. À sa place, le numéro 14. Xabi Alonso.
So right back into the action.
Liverpool have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. Okay, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Now it's Count. Can he get it through? And he welcomes it in. It's Count! Oh, the ball's come, and the keeper couldn't hold it. And that's a good finish. It is an explosive start to the second half. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That's smart play from him, actually, Peter. That goal was all about positioning. He knew instinctively where to be should the keeper have gotten a little jittery.
So we have the first goal.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
Desai cuts out the pass. Alexander-Arnold. Yaya Toure, the arch schemer, always looking to get the team going. Played in by Roberts, towering header! And again, that is frustrating.
Maybe they're trying to cash in on this, but someone has to up the quality here, both movement and delivery.
Oh, great leap!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Yaya Toure, he leaps for it! Danny Vivian with the clearance.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Bellingham. Decent chance! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Yaya Toure really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Rodri can get it clear.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh, they could be caught out here. And now a sudden chance to counter. He is through here. Chance for a shot! Well taken goal. 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive. The
Real chance! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are disappearing out of sight. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time.
And a header! Oh, he got himself into a great position. Not the best distribution from the keeper. Xavi Alonso. Bellingham. Drogba. Dembele. Out towards the flank. Couch. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's picked it up out wide. Aimed at the far side. Corner then. So, third corner of the game. Punched away. Struck first time. Oh, that's a waste.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
Now it's Drogba. And it's Bellingham. It's a good ball out wide. Alexander-Arnold. Dembele receives it in a wide position. Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
Liverpool really aren't making anything meaningful of their time on the ball.
That has been cut short. And they're quick to get it back. Spread it left. Rafael Leao. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Looking tidy in possession here.
Well, they can at least make a fight of it. Even if it's just a goal, the lift it would give would be huge no matter what the end result is.
Bellingham. Couch. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, that's well spotted. Yaya Toure. Now it's Raul. Now it's Mbappe. Dembele!
Temps additionnel, 3 minutes.
Raul. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Xavi Alonso is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. And the referee brings it to a close. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and seemingly clueless. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting through or not having the right players in the right positions. It all looked a bit lost.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
This guy, Dembele, is one of the best dribblers around. When fit, he's electric. And that alone is enough to frighten some of the best defences. He really does have the ability to win games on his own with that terrific acceleration.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches. looking to pass their way up the pitch.
Batistuta!
Batistuta! Batistuta! Utterly brilliant!
As openings go, this is up there. Another magnificent finish from Mr. Magnificent. This could be good, very good.
And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Oh, what a hit, Peter.
Surely he can't miss! There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Space for him to turn and look. And the cross comes in, and the keeper beats it away. Alexander-Arnold.
Now it's Dembele.
Vitinha.
Well, that looks a decent ball.
No, not quite on the same wavelength.
Well, he has slightly undercooked that one. They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Knocks it out wide. Knocks it into space. And there's his chance to lead the counter. And that's a good ball. He's having a shot! And it's in! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop. Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball.
Chance for a shot! And no mistake! Into the lead once more! His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Oh, there's a probing ball. Caught offside that time. Oh no, he's got that wrong. Beckenbauer goes direct. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Mateus plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Now it's Mbappe. Tries to play it through. Cross from Robertson. Oh, good effort! No, couldn't quite control it.
Look, the defending wasn't too clever on that last chance. The cross had to be denied.
Oh, this looks sharp. And here's Dembele. He has a look up. Mbappe. That has not gone well. Rijkaard is there, and he can pick it up. Dembele. He has found the way through. It's Dembele! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Liverpool with the corner, they're first. And now a sudden chance to counter. Toure does really well to win the ball there. He's being urged to shoot. Mateus did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Mbappe, he leaps for it! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Drogba clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Drogba. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And here's Drogba. He's gone for goal! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
That's Park Ji-sung. Sends it crossfield. Messi finding himself in space. Robertson venturing down the left. And it's Yaya Toure. Drogba receives it in a good position here. Vitinha.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
Mbappe. He's having a hit. It's loose. Oh, he's been caught on it here. And again. Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Drogba really must...
And it's half-time. So, engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. Second period is on the way.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Drogba unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. That's Park Ji-sung.
Oh, really well played.
Lovely feet. That's going across goal. He's going for goal! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Distributed tidily. Oh, that's been cut out, well played. Pinged towards the front line.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Pirlo, Vitinha, a mixture of good defending and indecisive passing, no progress, and he's worked it through. He can run onto that, and he's managed to get free. Corner. Pirlo with the short one. Played in by Park Ji-sung. Great chance! That was superb goalkeeping.
Mateus actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Corner number 2 then. Liverpool have the chance to go the other way. It's a pretty loose pass.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Pass just lacking in accuracy. Now it's Mbappe. Great vision. It's a promising position. And a header! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Vitinha wins the duel this time. That has ended up in no man's land. Now it's Drogba. Yaya Toure! I've fallen kindly here. I've fallen loose again. Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
That's a good ball out wide. Not the most accurate pass. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Beckenbauer calmly anticipates. Well, nicely intercepted.
Liverpool really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Yaya Toure. And he's there to retrieve it. Alexander-Arnold. That's Park Ji-sung. He's found a way through. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so... Takes a shot! Oh, classic Batistuta! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And this is getting better and better. The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
Oh, shooting chance! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are disappearing out of sight. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So now the difference is 3.
Oh, I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
It's an inviting-looking ball, that. And here's Drogba. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
2 minutes to be added on. Now it's Batistuta. That is good alertness. And that's it. Liverpool cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were thrilling, at times unplayable, who simply brushed them off. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting through or not having the right players in the right positions. It all looked...
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. We are just getting started.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you can expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements, overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula.
And believe it or not, Peter, we even did that back in my day.
And he's picked it up out wide.
Well, we've seen much better choices than that. That always looked like the wrong one.
Crossed in once more. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. The ball is loose and the chase is on. And this is Inzaghi. Now it's Mbappe. And here's Dembele. Oh, just skips Drogba! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Can he... Oh, he's been caught napping. It's a good look. Oh, good climb! No, couldn't quite control it.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
Alexander-Arnold. And here's Dembele. Now then, the ball's come loose. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. That's really well manoeuvred. Liverpool have got it back and they'll have another go. Now this man, Yaya Toure, Jim. Oh, he's having a go! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
It's really well read here, but having done the hard part, he'll be slightly disappointed not to make more of it.
Tries to play it through. Can he finish? Off the post. Very nicely done. Good spot, that. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Yaya Toure, the conductor, the central piece to his team's attack. So it is still 0-0. Edmilson. Yaya Toure.
This is the time you need that pace.
Great vision. Yaya Toure. No way through. Rijkaard. And this is Neymar. Now this could be a chance. He's picked his way through.
Mbappe clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Now it's Mbappe. And here's Dembele. And it's Alexander-Arnold. And here's Bellingham. He's found a... Goes for a shot! Yaya Toure. This is... He's had a shot! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Has a look and plays it forward. Now it's Mbappe. He's a sharp little ball here. He's having a shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Liverpool with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Dembele! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Cannavaro promptly onto that, and that is that. Well, it's ended up in no man's land. Rijkaard gets over and intercepts. There they go, hunting in packs. Robertson. Cross goes in there. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. He's looking wide. Here comes another terrific effort. Rijkaard can clear it away. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And that's a good ball. And Yaya Toure! And that was precious close.
He's not happy, and you'd expect that, but at least there's plenty of appreciation for what was a genuinely fine effort.
And here's Mbappe. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, played through for the wide man. And here's Dembele. Bellingham. Now, can they get him away? And he shoots! Rijkaard. And here's Mbappe. And it's Robertson. Well, that's cause for mild irritation. And that's been won straight back. That's it, 45 minutes up. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment.
Please be made aware that
And we are
smoking
up
is
to the
only
break.
permitted in
Liverpool
designated areas
really
within
can be
these
happy
grounds.
with the strong finish to the half and have no reason to be upset with their overall performance. I think they just need to keep going now, stick at it, and eventually they'll get a break.
So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. The second period is underway.
Liverpool clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
And here's Mbappe. Yaya Toure. And here's Mbappe. Ball played for Rijkaard. Oh, it's come loose. Looking to play him in. A hefty challenge, but fair enough. Now it's Inzaghi. Neymar is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Robertson kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Nakamura. And here's Mbappe. That's a delicate pass. Van der Sar claims comfortably. Ghana are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be...
Inzaghi! It's anyone's ball now. Van der Sar. Oh, he's been caught on it here. And this is big chance! It is still anyone's game, 0-0. Looking for options for movement.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Oh, it's Dembele. Can he get on the end of this? Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Bellingham. And here's Dembele. It's a promising position. Oh, great header! Denied by an instinctive save.
Yaya Toure is offering a wry smile there.
Rijkaard. So what can they make of this? Threads one in. Edmilson. Rijkaard. Neymar. Bellingham. And here's Dembele. And it's Alexander-Arnold. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Inzaghi.
That was lovely, that.
He's found a way through. Shapes to shoot! That's a lovely, delicate pass. Oh, nicely intercepted. Bellingham. Oh, perfectly measured. It's Inzaghi! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Ghana have found chances hard to come by, so that's perfectly understandable.
Now it's Nakamura.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Yaya Toure. Oh, good-looking ball. Nakamura. Now that's well seen too. Quality ball. Yaya Toure. Now it's Mbappe. Robertson. Now here's the delivery. He'll try from distance. A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Substitution for Ghana. Number 7.
Liverpool have their
Nakamura.
second corner now.
Coming on the field is number 41. Rice.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Nicely shaped ball. And this is Inzaghi. And it's Inzaghi. Inzaghi! Oh, split-second reaction.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Akanji. Now it's Mbappe. Knocks it into space.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Bellingham. Mbappe. That is good alertness. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
Substitution for Ghana. Number 15.
So a bit of a revolving
Edmilson.
door here.
Coming
Lots
on
and
to
lots of
replace him
changes.
is
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Incoming delivery. Rijkaard. Guardiola. They'll have to settle for that. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being anticlimactic.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.
you